Hello and welcome to Sonic State. Today we're going to be taking a look at two modules from Happy Nerding. First up we have the Super Sawtor, which is designed to produce unison type effects on an incoming signal. Sounds something like this. And secondly, we have the FM Aid, which is designed to give you through-zero linear frequency modulation in an analog environment. This is the way that frequency modulation is done in a digital environment. However, it's a completely analog circuit free of digital aliasing effects. Sounds something like this. So first of all, let's have a look at the front panel, see what inputs, outputs and control we have. So here they are, Super Sawtor on the left and FM Aid on the right. Super Sawtor has spread control, which is tuned to give the same sort of harmonic smear as, say, JP8000, Roland JP8000, which is kind of your classic Super Saw sound. Then we have the CV control, so this is an attenuator for the incoming CV. And then we have a mix, so dry and wet signal, and in, out and CV input. Then on FM Aid what we have is frequency modulation, so the amount of frequency modulation that is occurring. Then we have CV control, attenuator, and this is bipolar, so it can go from -5 volts to +5 volts. We then have the CV input and the carrier input and the modulator input. So basically your carrier is normaled to your modulator. So if we give our carrier a, say, sawtooth, and then we take the sawtooth output of the FM Aid, we'll still get frequency modulation occurring once we turn up the frequency modulation knob, as this is normal to itself, so it's frequency modulating itself, like so. Here it just slightly clicks on there. So from, I'm at 1, can't really hear anything, there's no difference between 0 and 1 then. And on FM Aid what we have is these 4 different outputs. So we have a sine, triangle, sawtooth and square, and basically each different output has a different harmonic content. Sine being the lowest amount of harmonic content and square being the highest. So let's hear what those sound like. So that is that. So let's just hear what the Super Sawtor sounds like with sawtooth input. So this is my regular sawtooth, and then start to add in some mix. Notice how it gets considerably louder the more that you turn the mix up. Introduce some spread. So unfortunately no Super Sawtooth demonstration is complete without a trance line. So Super Sawtor doesn't just work with sawtooths, you can take triangles as well. So let's see what that sounds like. But also sines as well. So here's my sine. Doesn't really work with squares. So see, there's no change there. So that's definitely enough trance sort of sounds for me for one day. Let's move on quickly to FMA'd and take you somewhere completely different. So I've got this vocal sample. So I've got that, and what I'm doing is taking a reverberated version of that, so this version. So yeah, that reverberated, and I'm using the reverberated signal to modulate the original signal. So we have our original, which goes in here like so. Take our output to our output. So you have to play around with the attenuation on the input, otherwise you get distortion like that. So then we take our modulator, which is the reverberated signal, and hey presto, something quite interesting. So it kind of doesn't really work on any of the others because it's just horrendous noise. So sine is best for this sort of operation, I found. It doesn't have to be a vocal, it could be anything. So here is a simple two-step beat. And just modulating itself. I found that it starts to get a bit noisy. There's a bit of hum there. But the distortion sounds are really quite tasty. And then if you start to bring in a little bit of modulation, all sorts of crazy stuff. But you get the idea. You can use literally any sound you want into FMAid. So I kind of deliberately didn't do the regular thing with FMAid there of taking an oscillator and putting different waveforms through it and showing you the different outputs, because there's already a wealth of that sort of information online already. So in conclusion, both of these modules have been really kind of handy to have, and they've really added some harmonic depth to my patches. Obviously I've only got two kind of regular analog oscillators, so adding these two modules has really added that depth of harmonic content. So if you haven't got like a complex oscillator or wavetable oscillator, then these can really add some nice flavour to your patches. Both of the modules are also available in .com and Motem format. At first I kind of thought that Super Sawtor was kind of just a one-trick pony. It did the trance thing really well, but then with the strings as well, it does all that stuff really nicely as well. FMAid has been a joy to have and a joy to patch with, because it's just got so much to offer, and you can, with all those 4 different outputs, you can take different things to different places and process them in different ways, different filters, etc. And you've got some really nice patches going on. $135 for the FMAid, and $165 for the Super Sawtor in Euro format. So yeah, in conclusion, very impressed, liked both of these modules very much, and I've been happy nerding.